Hey guys, it's Josh here from the Quick Speed Shop. Today we got a What You Talking About Wednesday, but it's going to be a special edition. We're on the road with a celebrity guest. That's right, I went to Canada last weekend and I filmed with Deboss Garage and Tukes and Tires, and we did some special content in there working on some stuff for Rich. But this episode, we're going to talk about the Edison Motors hybrid truck that Rich is working on at Deboss Garage in Ontario. It's a 95 Dodge with the Edison Motors complete hybrid chassis that they're currently developing. It's a prototype. It's going to be on the road this spring, and it's pretty cool. If you don't know what Edison Motors is, you can go to edisonmotors.ca or go to Edison Motors on YouTube. Basically, they build diesel over electric hybrid semi-trucks, and now Rich is the VP of the smaller truck division in Ontario, and he's working on this Dodge prototype. They also have a really awesome set of videos on a Toyota Land Cruiser they've already converted that's in testing right now. And they actually pulled over 100,000 pounds with the Toyota Land Cruiser with the Edison technology. So this video is going to be Rich explaining the Dodge chassis and how it works. And let's let Rich take it away.
Okay, so this is the major project that we're working on, and this is a 95 Ram with diesel electric technology. So ignore the intake that's on the LS that's going in the Mercedes, but this is a truck that we have one prototype working already. It's being tested, and then this is the one that we get to test. And it is electric axles with batteries that are, like, the batteries power the axles, and then a generator that recharges the batteries. So it's not, you get the advantage of electric, but you get the advantage of never having to pull over to plug it in and charge. And it gives you the advantage that now you have your own generator for your house. So if the electricity ever goes out at home, you just plug your truck into it, and you can basically run your whole house off the batteries for however long, days, a week. It depends on what you're all running. If it's just a fridge in the summer, if it's your heat in your house, you've got a couple days probably power. We've got 60 kilowatt hours available. And then when the batteries are low, the engine just fires up, recharges the batteries, and then shuts off when the batteries are full again. So you don't have to listen to a Honda run all day, all night, and keep putting, 2 gallons of fuel in there and wait for that to run out in the middle of the night and lose your heat. So the cool thing though is the electric torque. This thing, we built a 2012 LC79, and it pulled that Shermanator as fast as the Kenworth did. So 0 to 50 was the same time as it took my 14.6 liter Cat to pull that from 0 to 50.
In the Land Rover.
And the Land Rover pulled it, yeah. And as we're pulling it, the tires are chirping on the pavement because it's just pulling that instant torque. So I'm excited what this thing is going to do. So we're going to drive this from Ontario all the way to British Columbia, which is about 3,500 miles. And then pulling an Airstream just to make sure that we're happy with this kit. And then we're gonna start building chassis like these. So
you have this exact power plant in the Land Cruiser right now?
Yeah, same generator, same engine, same batteries, same axles. So
it's a 2.8 Cummins?
Yeah.
With a 100 kW generator?
Yeah.
What's the horsepower of the axle-ish?
So the horsepower is about 280, but the numbers are irrelevant because electric is different than, you can't really compare electric to
horsepower
because it's not the same thing. So that's why we do the real world testing. If you haven't seen the video of us pulling the semi-truck, the low boy, and the tank, that's my proof that, it'll outpull a 550 Cummins.
Yeah.
But the torque was 1,200 foot-pounds off idle. Like the second you hit the throttle, you have 1,200 foot-pounds available. Not at like 2,200 RPM or 2,300 RPM. You have 1,200 foot-pounds of torque the second these electric motors starts turning. The new axles, we have one motor in the front, one motor in the back. The axles that we're developing. Zach, we're trying to film!
Dang it.
It's the axles that we're developing have 2 motors in each, so it's even more torque. And that'll allow us to torque steer and everything as well. We're super excited about that. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
What's your time frame to market, do you think?
We don't know. We got a lot of testing to do, and we got a lot of regulations we have to meet, and then we have a lot of I don't want to sell anything that I don't 100% believe in. So it slowed me down a little bit because of my broken ankle. I'm walking again a little bit now, so we're back on this week. But I was just building some engines in the corner, sitting on my stool here, while my ankle was getting fixed up. But I'm starting to roll around again, so we start running the plumbing and the high voltage wiring for this. While I was in bed, we designed the whole wiring harness for this. We 3D scanned the whole thing. It's now off at the wiring harness manufacturer, so we're getting the wiring harness for the low voltage made, so that's all of these components talking to each other. And then this one's got to be at a show in the end of May, so I have a little bit of time to finish this up, but the hard work is done.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm back from Canada. I got it back in, and that Edison technology is super cool. I can't wait to see Rich with that truck assembled. I can't wait to see him. They're going to do the drive across Canada pulling the Airstream, comparing the Dodge to a Cummins and I think to a Duramax and see what it is. But go to Edison Motors, check out what they're doing. They're not trying to take over the market with hybrids, or there's room for everything, and they're just giving an alternative. Like, they want the right to build, the right to repair in Canada. They're working, like you said, with Euro 6 emissions to see if they can open up the whole diesel market to get all kinds of different engines to put in the trucks. And it's pretty interesting. A bunch of guys have been building brand new technology. It's basically the same technology as a locomotive, except with the battery in the middle. Locomotives are diesel with generators to run electric axles, but now you're adding the capability of batteries. So all the Rich talked about the capability of the electric, instant torque, just a super cool alternative to what's going on here. There's room for everybody. I'm all about choices. I love gasoline. I love diesel. I'm not a straight electric guy, but I'm all about choices. Like, I think there's room for everybody. If you want to have a diesel electric hybrid truck, absolutely. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you want to have an all electric Tesla and like whiz around like you're in the Jetsons, that's fine. If I want to run a big block Ford and get 8 miles a gallon, that's fine. There should be room for everybody. The world's not ending. People aren't killing the planet. Stop believing the freaking fake news on the internet. Everybody should have a choice, and everybody should be able to have what they want, because that's what freedom's all about. So kudos to the guys from Edison and Deboss Garage for what they're doing. And who knows where it's going to go. I wish the guys all the luck, and they got some super cool technology. So thanks for watching What You Talking About Wednesday. We'll see you again right back here. Probably working on this black 80 Dodge in the quick speed shop. This probably won't get Edison technology. It's probably just going to bang around the yard.